the running back. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Over the middle and incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he knocks that one right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they'll start off with a deep shot. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Finds an open target on the left side. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally getting brought down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
offense is back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the Canes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Louis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he's tackled after the catch. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay with him in man coverage. Very tough to do.
It's a run to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call.
Well, the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
They'll pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he finds his target. He has the first. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, LSU 3.
The Hurricanes look to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. He'll earn the first down, but paid for it with a hard hit.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Canes looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Love to see the positive yards here. Down inside the 10-yard line, you're looking for anything to get closer to the goal line. Now it's going to set up 3rd and goal. Got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
They've been stopped on 3rd down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? And the wideout goes in motion. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 30. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Handoff heading left. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a 1st and goal. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now.
That makes the score LSU 10, Miami 7.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid game.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Just ran away from the defense.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Handoff to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
First down loss at second and long to 23. It's the running back in the flat. It's a fumble. That ball winds up out of bounds. They'll lose a couple on the play to keep possession.
Oh my gosh, Chris, you can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce, that ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
LSU.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. It gets your hands a little shaky.
And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And then first down, right back to the running game.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
The gain makes it second and medium. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Bringing pressure. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Goes to his right side there for the completion. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown for the U. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
He'll drop back here on 3rd down, looking to scramble. And the result is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
This one will be fair caught. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll bring it out from his end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And now the handoff. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That picks up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 39. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Miami. And the beatdown continues.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. On first down, it's play action. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Big chunk gain on the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield on 1st and 10. They're going to run the option. He gets the first and still running. And they finally stop him, but the quarterback keeper picks up great yardage and a first down.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with.
Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. As the first down is still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
42 Spider. 4-2 Lizzie.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Canes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Pilot.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And he'll pick up the 1st down, stopped at the 27.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep...
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Ball handed off. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand.
Okay,
And the
ready?
Canes line up with a 1st and goal.
Belly stunner. Spider.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the route is on. That's an old school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
That running back needs to find a picture of that touchdown. Up into the air. He can frame that. That's a nice score to remember.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half. And he's already at it again.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's got his man open downfield. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Miami 44, LSU 10.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Get set.
From the shotgun, drops back, trying to extend the play. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up a second down and long. And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The throw complete to the running back underneath. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
He's got it, a fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. And now they'll set up for the point after.
Number 26 with the carry.
And it's up and good.
The extra point is good. That makes the score to Miami 44.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 15 set to kick off.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him at the 38, and solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
The game makes it second and medium. Handoff from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
The Hurricanes look to keep this drive moving. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And the ball to the ground. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Here's the second down play. Oh, a reverse. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Nothing going with the running game on those two plays. Now it's 3rd down and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner will be brought down.
LSU offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking right, this one caught.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
He's hit as he throws it. Pass ball is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the 4th quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
1st down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
LSU 24.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They've really protected home turf well here today. What a satisfying victory. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd and long now at the 17. And he drops back in the gun. He eludes the rush. He escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They've got him for a sack. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Canes will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to...
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT is good.
The extra point is good. That makes the score.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up for this offense. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game. An offense.